David Beckman, their teammate further up the road. Still they go side by side. Zendelli on the left-hand side, Caldwell on the right. Zendelli hanging on to it, and then there's the spin for Olli Caldwell. Will he be collected? Yes, he will, unfortunately.
Goodness me, wouldn't want to sit there for too long, and that's the reason. Just unfortunate, got clipped on the apex of Maggots, and then on the apex of Vale, and then that's always going to be the result with 15 cars to go.
Lukas was the driver making the serious contact there, and Max Schutrell involved as well on a day to forget. Safety car back out after that hit, and that will take a while to clear away. And the race neutralised. Hopefully Olli Caldwell is okay. The marshals on site for him. Horrible feeling when you just sat there in the middle of the racetrack and you know it's such a large field to make their way by.
Yeah, some of the nastiest incidents we've seen through the years have been just such a problem, just such a type of incident. But luckily a slowish area of the circuit, horrifying when that happens in a faster section. But of course the marshals making absolutely sure that Olli Caldwell is perfectly okay before asking him to get out of the car. They'll ask him a couple of questions just about how he's feeling there before they ask him to get out of that one, I would expect.
Poor old Max Schutrell, not his day in the Renault overalls on the left-hand side. Walking clear, started fourth, off the road side by side with Vesti at the start of the race, and then caught up in this accident at the end, with 17 laps of the 20 complete. And Caldwell remaining in the car. They will go, this is all procedure, so they're just going through the procedure. He will be told by the team to stay there. The medical team will have a chat to him and go through what Alex has already described. Lawson, Piastri, Sargent, the top three, could well be the order. Although there is the truck there. The one thing that Lawson will not want is a last lap restart.
No, but he now probably won't have to put up with DRS for the rest of this race, which will, I mean, that is a case of counting all of his four-leaf clovers and black cats all at once in this instance. This one may even end under the safety car. They might get another lap of racing in. So and that is what a Formula 3 gearbox looks like.
Yeah, good to see Olli Caldwell's all right. And out of the car, but it's ripped the back end off. And you don't often see that, do you?
No, and the spec ratios, of course. So I was about to say all the other engineers will be noting the amount of teeth on all the gears, but of course they won't. Here's Olli Caldwell just getting a tap right here. And they always say you only have to nudge a single-seater smart enough to get his hands off the steering wheel.
Yeah, that was important.
And you know, as a single-seater driver with a field full of cars to come through behind you, that someone is going to be unsighted enough, unfortunately, to hit you. And that's a big job to get that out for tomorrow's race, if they're even able to. Cars have weak points, specific weak points to break in such an incident. They are made to break apart like that. I remember the old Formula Renaults were made with the engine mounts to have the engine disconnect to the chassis under a big impact. And the whole reason for that is all of that dramatic looking dissipation of the car also dissipates the energy of the impact. Looks dramatic, but it's actually helping the driver.